Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Coach Ben with M.B.S. I'm glad that you joined me today. Today, we're going to be talking about muscular hypertrophy, aka a kind of a fancy term for gains. So, what is the magical number as far as how many reps to perform in order to get the most growth and the most tone for your muscles that you're working out in particular? So I've done some research, and also through my personal training certification and continuing education and those kinds of things, I've seen the most amount of success with my clients as well as just personally to have a maximum weight load and to fatigue at 12 reps. So, to go into a little bit further detail, what I mean specifically is for whichever exercise that you are performing, what you really want to do is have the most amount of weight that you can realistically, safely, and comfortably as possible. Just to say for a bicep curl, for example. So, you want to have an appropriate amount of weight. That way, whenever you are just barely making it up to that 12th rep, you really have the sensation of failure, basically to where you just wouldn't be able to do 13, more or less. What I traditionally do and suggest is to do either 3 or 4 sets of 12 repetitions for a particular exercise, and for a particular muscle group, what I normally suggest is to do 3 or possibly 4 exercises that hit different muscular heads for those exercises or for that muscle group. So this is just kind of a general tip, something to consider. The research that I've done has shown that you really get the most hypertrophy, the most growth, the most tone or gains, that kind of aesthetic look that many people are looking for whenever they go into the gym and are lifting weights. A general rule of thumb that I would suggest would be to perform with enough weight, that way you are essentially really fatiguing to the point of failure right at your 12th rep. So if you can do more than 12 reps pretty comfortably, if you can do more than 12 reps, say you could comfortably go upwards of 15, that means more than likely you can probably increase the weight just a little bit. And also, if you're really starting to struggle around 8 to 10, that means you should probably lighten it up a couple of pounds as well. So that's just, like I said, for general tone, general gains. This is really more on the aesthetic aspect of the musculature. In a future video, I'll go into more strength or function-based training techniques or lifting practices whenever it comes to something like particular sports motion or powerlifting or those kinds of concepts as well. But just to kind of recap, if you are just trying to get the most visual aesthetic improvement in your musculature by lifting weights, then what you really want to do is to make sure to hit multiple muscle heads on that muscle group and do 3 or 4 sets of 12. Make sure that you have a heavy enough weight to where you are beginning to fail on that 12th rep, and make sure that you do around 3 or 4 different exercises in the same manner for that muscle group, and rinse and repeat and continue that for a couple of weeks, and you should be good to go. Appreciate you guys tuning in today. Appreciate your time, and I will see you again soon.